welcome to another Bodgit and Leggit video. Today we're going to put a back handle on this 2005 Freelander because as you can see, it's missing. Now, there's a couple of things. Hopefully I can get this door open. What I'm hoping is put the new handle on. So we have a brand new, genuine Land Rover handle. It comes complete with all the new lights. The only thing we have to put in it is obviously the door lock. That comes off the car. But apart from that, the handle, the button, everything else is on this because it's a genuine part. So what we're going to do is we are going to try and open this door. Now hopefully I can open the door with this, because if not we're going to be in trouble. We can see we've got electrics here. This is electrics for the number plate light, and this is the electrics for the door lock. Now I have all the doors open. It's important because on these you press the button once, only the driver's door opens. Press it again, all the doors open. So hopefully I can plug this in, and what will happen is you'll see the window has to come down a little bit to clear. Now we can always put the window down manually, that's not a big deal, but let's just see if this opens first. And it does. I can't get my hand in it. There we go. I just couldn't get my hand to open it. So that's a good sign. Let's take that off. That's the only thing we have to take off. As you can see the old door lock inside there, so we'll do that. Now I can't see any screws in here, and that's right at the bottom. Okay, there's a couple of screws at the bottom, a couple of little 8mm bolts that hold this rubber on. So we'll get this off first. Now it's releasing it all, which we don't need it all released. I just need this part released so I can get the actual top. So I'm going to leave that loose for the minute. Now there's 1, 2, 3, 4 Phillips screws right underneath, which you can't see. 4 Phillips screws right there. So I'm going to take them off and see what happens. Now that's all them off. So the only thing I can think that's really holding it now would be a few clips. So I've got this plastic clip remover, and we should be able to slide it in and very gently see where the clips are. Just pushes the clips apart, which it's supposed to do, but it is very tight in here. So there you go. Have to be careful you don't break these clips. That's the worst thing about these, removing any car like this, is you can break them. What this does is this pushes the clips together and allows them to release without breaking them. Well, I say that's what it does, but there's still always a chance clips break. They're a bit of a nightmare, to be honest, but I've managed to work this corner loose, so I should be able to get the rest if I'm just very careful and gently. Oh, well there we go. It's off. And it looks like we only broke one clip. Now that's not bad going, to be fair, because these clips are a nightmare. They're really only designed to be put on and never taken off again. Hopefully you can see this. So this is the one clip stayed on. So I'm going to get this clip, this gadget in behind the clip. And as you can see, I don't know if you saw that, but hopefully you did. It comes in behind the clip and it pulls the clip off without breaking it. Now we can put this clip back onto there because it's easier to leave the clips on the thing you're working on and then clip it back. Now the camera might not show these up very well, but there's 3 10mm bolts that need to take off. But the problem is, well, maybe not on this one. We need to keep the little nuts. 3 nuts we need to keep. Now if they fall down, it doesn't really matter, you can always pick them back up. There's the next one. The third one, the whole thing is spinning, so I need to grab it from the other side with some vice grip. So I just grabbed the stud on the far side and quickly, that just snapped. You can see how rusty that was. That's just completely snapped, which is not a problem. It's just unfortunately the little nut we need has snapped. Well, the threaded bar is snapped inside it, but I can get another one of them. That's not the end of it. Now before I just put this at the back and start tightening these bolts, we're going to have to wire this up and put the lock back. We're going to have to do that. Right, so we have the old one here, and as you can see the lock is stuck in the middle. Very simple to take out. You can see there's 2 little plastic clips there. All we got to do is squeeze them together. Hope this is coming through. Squeeze them together, pop it out, and as you can see the lock will just, the lock will just fall out. So all I've got to do now is just pop it back in to the new one. So line it up and just push. There we go. Lock's back in. Sorted. Now what we're going to do is wire this in. Now we know that the electrics work for the door handles because we've already done that. So I'm going to put them in now. Simple enough. And we've got two wires left. And again, hopefully the camera can see that. Just in there you've got your 2 little connections for your lights. So I'm just going to plug them in. Then I'm going to turn on the lights and see. Put this old thing out the way, we don't need it. Now, this seems to be stuck for some reason. Check them out. There we go. Lovely jubbly. Now I'm going to turn on the lights to see if they light up, and then we know we're okay. As we can see, the lights are working, so we know we're okay. We can now shove this back. Now, so the first thing I'm just going to do is make sure this rubber seal is on properly, so no water can get into the electronic side of things and mess everything up. Oh, look at that. Doesn't that look better? Now just hand tight 1 bolt on there, just open this up, just put the nut back on the socket, and you can just slowly feed it up to it and screw it in. Now you have to be careful because these bolts that are on this handle are only set into plastic, so you can very easy and very quickly put these too tight, which will snap the housing, and we're going to have exactly the same problem as we did before. So you have to be very, very careful. Now the last one. I got in the way there. Now our handle is on. I'm not going to put anything back yet because I want to test this just to make sure everything is okay before I decide to bang everything back on. The first thing we need to make sure is the window hasn't gone back up. So I'm just very slowly putting it. As we can see, it hasn't. So if you were to close this door and this window is fully up, you're going to shatter the window. So we know the window is up, we know I can actually go and try it. What we can actually do, just to be on the safe side actually, thinking about it, what I'm going to do is I'm going to push the lock closed so it thinks it's closed. So just to check it before I actually put it all back together. As you can see, the window went up because it now thinks it's closed. If I was to try and close this now, I'd shatter the window. So I'm just going to press the trigger. This should open and the window should come down, which it does do. Try it again. Window goes up, that locks. Perfect. So I now know we are good to go, but I'm still going to check it before I put the panel on. Now we're having a slight problem with this, and it could be because I haven't put this cover on. What's happened is the window isn't going in enough, but it could be because that cover's not on properly. There we go, that was the problem. So now it should open. It does, close, open, yeah. Now, nice and new, it works, sorted. Now as regards putting this back, I need to again move this out of the way. The best way is to line it up first to make sure you're in. Before I do that, just take this down. This has been opened before. Someone's had this off before, and the reason I know that is, see this stuff here, this should be all over this. This should be sealed in. Someone's had this off, and they just put this, they didn't bother putting it back. Not the end of the world, but we know it's been off before because of that reason. So I'm going to line everything up so I more or less now I've got everything in place. And then all you do, you've got a clip here, here and here, and I just get my hand close to where the clips are and give them a good hit. It's the quickest and best way, but you need to make sure the clips are lined up, because if you hit the clips and they're not lined up, you're just going to break them. Now what is important is to get this back properly, so the actual window will work properly. Now again, before I do any more, I'm just going to make sure this still works. It's always good after everything you do is just check it. And the reason is because if it doesn't work after you've done something, you know exactly what it is. If you was to do 3 or 4 things and then it doesn't work, it's very difficult to know what's stopping it from working. Whether you do it as you test it as you're putting this on, you can never go wrong. All I'm going to do now is put the 2 screws back on the rubber and put the 4 screws on the bolt on the bottom, and that's it. No point in me showing you that. There's no point in me showing you that. Simple as that. So yeah, that's how to put a handle on this Jeep. So look, don't forget, check out the shop, buy loads, and thumbs up the video and subscribe. Don't forget, get your hands dirty. See you for the next one.